Hey guys, I'm back. So I wasn't going to make this video because there's a ton of videos about doing valve cover gaskets or, you know, hydraulic lifters or whatever on a 4.7, whether that be on a Grand Cherokee or a Dodge, you know, whatever. The 4.7's in a lot of platforms. But I ran into a problem. So not only is this the third time technically that I'm putting gaskets on the valve covers, but this time I've actually replaced the valve covers. And stock ones are plastic, and upon taking off the passenger side, this one has leaked for a long time. So it leaked, I replaced the gaskets. I also did the hydraulic lifters and the rockers, whatever you want to call them. Things were good for a little while, and then it would leak again. So I took it back apart, put new gaskets on it. And the reason why I keep replacing it is because it's probably really hard to see on camera, but there's a hairline crack right back here. I mean, I can barely see it with my eyes. Yeah, I'm old and going blind. So I took this whole thing apart a couple days ago and then realized I needed new covers. Took a couple days to get some in. And for like a set of Dorman covers, they were $200 for one. And Rock Auto had them, I think, like, you know, for a decent set was like $70 a piece. But it was going to take too long for them to come in. Like, it was going to be like a week. And I didn't want the Jeep to be down for that long. So I looked on Amazon and tried to find something on Amazon. And I found something. And I'm not sure how good a quality they are going to be. But in my hands, they're pretty nice. So this is why I'm making this video, because I want to show you guys there's a better option than these plastic crap ones. Now, these are red, not because I painted them red. They came red. But they're aluminum. The casting on these is actually quality. Like, this is really nice quality. I'm going to have to clean some of the gunk off the inside a little bit, maybe some brake cleaner. But they're painted. The only thing I noticed that I was like, there's a little bit of paint here on the gasket mating surface, but it's not inside the groove where the gasket goes. So I'll just probably clean that up a little bit just for peace of mind. But aluminum ones, probably way better than plastic. They come with gaskets and the hardware with the grommets on them already installed. I'll probably reuse the screws, but I'm not going to reuse the grommets that are on here. And I'm not going to use the gasket because I've already purchased the Felpro, and I'll just use all the Felpro stuff. You know, I'm sure it's probably a good quality gasket, but I'd rather just use that. Probably hard to see, but I traced out the new cover on the cardboard box that it came in. And I did forget to mention that these are Maxpeedingrods. And then I took the old cover and put it on that outline that I traced. All the holes line up, everything seems to fit like it would. You know, you can't just take this and put it on the back side of that and try to match it up because they're not symmetrical. So can't really make that work out like that. I also, when I pulled the bolts, I stuck them in some XPS foam in each location so that I knew what bolt got a stud and so that I knew what hole got a stud and what hole got just a regular bolt. So I'm not going to make a whole giant video about, you know, putting this all back together. I obviously didn't make a video taking it apart, just because there's people like D&E, Martin Built, who else? There's somebody else. I don't know, there's a couple other better videos, and it just, why saturate it with another video about valve covers? If that helps you, I just thought maybe, you know, somebody would want to know that they do make aluminum covers, because, you know, everything's fucking plastic. Plastic intake, like, everything's plastic anymore. So I prefer having metal. I feel like it's better quality, and it's not going to crack during heat cycles. So